Well, I just dropped my whole glass of lemon water on the ground. So there's that. Happy Monday. So today's video is going to be a Poshmark Q&A. I also wanted to clear some things up from my previous video. If you're gonna get mad because I'm still talking about this, then just don't watch my videos or unsubscribe. But don't announce that you're unsubscribing because I couldn't care less, honestly. This whole thing, like, nothing has been resolved. So why would I just stop talking about it? I mean, do you want me to do that? Should I like leave you guys in the dark and be like, oh, hey, people don't want me to keep dragging this out? How am I dragging it out? Nothing's been like finalized. Nothing is black and white. There's still gray areas. So yeah, I don't know. I just got some like really ridiculous comments on my last video. People being like, I used to like your channel, but this ain't it. It's like, what the what? And those are the type of people that don't realize that I'm making these videos to help you. And those aren't the type of people that I want watching my videos, so oh well. So in a previous video, I talked to you guys about a post that someone had posted on Facebook. Somebody sent me screenshots. Basically, it was a girl that had her closet suspended and then she got it reinstated. She was trying to figure out, you know, why, if it had to do with List Perfectly, and she posted an update saying that it wasn't, like, it had nothing to do with List Perfectly, and people got mad because my last video that came out, I didn't provide an update on it because I had filmed that video before she posted the update. So that's the reason why I didn't mention that in the previous video. I had already filmed that before she posted an update. So basically she's saying that List Perfectly had nothing to do with it. It was her VA. Her account 100% got suspended, shut down. I think it's reinstated because of her VA, because her VA was using a bot. Okay, so I wanted to read you guys the email that I got back from Poshmark. So Poshmark says to me, hi Vanessa, thanks for getting in touch and apologies for any confusion. Please note that Poshmark is not affiliated with or endorse any third-party posting sites. So we recommend using your discretion when curating any third-party software for managing your closet, and make sure that it doesn't violate our terms or community guidelines. As a reminder, our guidelines state that we do not allow programs or other forms of automation to participate on Poshmark. That includes, but is not limited to, liking, sharing, following, and unfollowing. If a service meets this criteria, it should not be used. Okay, so first off, let's talk about the definition of a third-party app, because a lot of people, including List Perfectly still continues to tell people, we're not a third-party app. We're not a third-party app. It's like, yes, you are. So I think people, when they hear the word app, they automatically assume like an app on an iPhone. App is short for application. It doesn't mean app on an iPhone. I'm well aware there's no iPhone app for List Perfectly. It's all desktop version. First party is Poshmark. Second party is the user, like me. Third party is anyone else that tries to get involved with Poshmark. If it was not created by Poshmark, then it is a third party app. Application, not iPhone app. Application. People are like, oh, well, it's a Google Chrome extension. It's like, it's the same thing, extension, app, website, whatever you want to call it, it is third party. And people need to get that through their heads, because I'm so sick of people being like, Vanessa, they're not a third party app. It's like, they are. Stop. When Poshmark says we do not support any third party apps or sites, I mean, why doesn't it end right there? Because people don't know what third party is, apparently, because I'm still gonna get people commenting on this video. They're not a third party. So that's Poshmark's response to me. I know some people are gonna be like, oh, that's a generic answer, that is vague, that is a pre-typed out answer. Another thing I wanted to clear up is that yes, I'm now well aware that List Perfectly does not store usernames and passwords. Okay? Someone had the audacity to tell me that I'm tearing down other women. I'm a woman tearing down another woman, and that is shameful. I'm like, my gender has nothing to fucking do with this. The gender of the people that own List Perfectly has nothing to fucking do with this. That is so twisted to try to like spin it that way. Like, it's not even, people are like, why are you going after Vendu? I'm like, because I don't know. I don't know anything about Vendu. Vendu did not respond to any of my messages or anything, so I'm not going to talk about them. It's not the fact that they're male owned and I want to go after women. Like, that's so fucked up to think. Like, I hate how nowadays everything automatically goes to like gender or race. It's ridiculous. One thing that really pissed me off was that List Perfectly deleted my comment. I commented on their Instagram post because they posted this, hold on, let me find it, this thing on Instagram, and it says List Perfectly is not a third-party service or bot. It's like, you absolutely are third party. Like, and then they posted this picture, it says third party bot, and I commented on there and I said, please stop telling people you're not a third party because you are, and they deleted my comment. I'm like, I wasn't like being a bitch or anything, I'm just trying to like, you are a third party, like get that through your heads. List perfectly, you are a third party. You're not Poshmark, you're not the user, you are a third party, like anyway. And then people are like, oh, List Perfectly isn't a bot, you know, you're doing the actions, you're doing the actions. It's like, yeah, but you're doing the actions through List Perfectly. It's very different than if you were just doing the actions on Poshmark. List Perfectly is helping you do the actions. Like, does anyone, I don't know, I know there's some people that understand what I'm trying to say. And thank you to those people. Thank you to those people that realize that I make these videos to help you guys out. Like, I'm not trying to start drama. I'm not clickbaiting. Someone was like, oh, this is just clickbait. I'm like, how the fuck is it clickbait? The title of my last video was, here are the screenshots. I showed you guys screenshots in that video. That's not clickbait. Clickbait would be like, the world is ending and I have proof. And then I showed you guys my cat the entire video. That's clickbait. Like, people use these words and phrases and they don't fully understand what they mean, like clickbait, third party app. But seriously, thank you to the ones that know my intention for making these videos. That's not to create drama. Like, this isn't creating drama. This is making people aware of shit that's going on. All right, this video is already super long, but let's answer a couple questions so I'm not completely talking about this shit show. Some people will think it's still going on. We don't have a direct answer from Poshmark. To me, when Poshmark says we do not support any third party apps or sites, I'm not gonna use any third party fucking apps or sites. I don't. But people will argue that. I gotta read this comment though, because this really made me laugh. This is just a comment, not a question, but it says, why is this getting dragged out by everyone? And then the big posh names are like, oh, I work so hard and work Poshmark full time. I spend hours and hours, when clearly they're just mid-40-year-old women using bots and making a Poshmark course and syllabus on teaching people what NWT means. That was good. I was glad to get a comment like that. That made me laugh, because a lot of the comments, like, I don't know, people just don't, they just, I don't know, they are new to my channel, they don't know my intentions for making these videos, I don't know. Okay, Q&A. Hi, I love all your Q&A videos, so here's my question. What do you think about resellers creating all these Poshmark courses? I mean, if they already make YouTube videos about it, what can they talk about in the course that they haven't already talked about in their videos? Okay, so I've talked about this before. I'm not gonna knock anyone's hustle. Like, do what you gotta do, get your money. I personally, one, will never create a like Poshmark course or like a YouTube course or anything like that. And two, I will never purchase one. Because in my opinion, you can find out pretty much everything you need to know about Poshmark and YouTube. You can find out anything you wanna know about those for free. Really, the value of getting someone's course is like maybe, I don't know, like knowing their journey, or I don't know. I think too, like, popular people on Poshmark have created courses lately, and I mean, yeah, you know, they can do what they want to do, but personally, I'll never create one and I'll never buy one because, like I said, I feel like, especially on YouTube, like, there's so much information that you can get for free, and I don't know, I don't really see the value, I guess. Some people charge a shit ton for their courses. I know one person's course I think is only like 25 bucks, which, I mean, I don't know, in my opinion, 25 bucks, that's not a lot of money. I read in a Facebook group that someone was like, yeah, I'm just gonna pay it just to see, you know, what she talks about, because she already talks about so much on YouTube. And like this person said, what more could they talk about, you know? So it's, I don't know, again, not knocking anyone's hustle, do what you want to do, but I will personally never make one or purchase one. Okay, next question. I recently just became a Poshmark ambassador and I have applied to a Poshmark campaign. Have you ever done a campaign, and do you think that they are worth it? So I have done, how many have I done? Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. If you don't know what a campaign is, basically when you become a Poshmark ambassador, you can do campaigns for Poshmark. So to find out, like, if you're a Poshmark ambassador, you go under My Seller Tools and then under My Campaigns, and it'll show you their open campaigns. And right now they've got, looks like they've got 3 open, and they're all for Facebook. They're for different social media platforms. So right now they have 3 open for Facebook. One is Why I Posh, another one is From Where I Posh, and then another one is Goal Getter. So basically you go in here, And it tells you, you know, the content concept, what you have to do, and it tells you your earnings. So campaigns used to be, it used to depend on how many followers you had. I think the lowest amount they would pay was $10, and then it would go up from there depending on how many followers you had. Now it's $5, like flat. And it's a Posh credit too. It's not like you can't like cash it out. I've stopped doing campaigns just because, I don't know. I mean, if it's something I'm gonna post anyway, then yeah, I'll do it as a campaign, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to like, oh, what is this campaign? All right, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna plan this because it's $5. Like, not worth my time. But I have done a bunch back when their payout scale was different. Like I've done a bunch for YouTube and got paid pretty decently. That was good because I already make videos on Poshmark anyway, so you know, it was like, it was genuine. It wasn't like I was just making a YouTube video just to talk about Poshmark, you know? So yeah, to answer your question, I have done campaigns, but I am no longer doing them because I don't really see the value. Next question is, I just sold a sweatshirt. The buyer bought it outright. I've already brought it to the post office to be shipped off. I went to check off that I had shipped it, but Poshmark is telling me that the buyer has 3 hours to cancel it. This has never happened to me before. Help, what do I do? I already sent it out. What do I do? Help. Okay, so yes, when somebody purchases something, if they purchase it outright, they have 3 hours to cancel it. If somebody purchased something via an offer, like if you send them an offer and they accept, or they send you an offer and you accept, then they don't have that 3-hour time frame. Me personally, I feel like it's kind of annoying because when I make sales, I like to ship items out like quickly. So yeah, sometimes waiting that 3 hours sucks, but again, I get why they do it. So in your case, you know, you've already sent it out, so I don't know what would happen if they canceled and it was still shipped out. I mean, obviously you could open up a case with Poshmark and hopefully the buyer would, you know, if they get the package, they would be kind enough to send it back. Okay, so that is it for this video. I hope it answered your questions. If you have any other questions, you can comment down below. Send me a DM on Instagram or tweet me on Twitter. If you're new to Poshmark and you want to sign up, you can use my code. It is KeepinItRad. You get a $10 credit, and I also get a $10 credit, so thank you. Oh, and I do want to mention, I'm still going to have Kimmy's GoFundMe campaign linked down below. If you don't know, she's a fellow Posher that got into a really bad car accident, and she just needs all the help that she can get money-wise because she didn't have health insurance, and it's really expensive. Like, her medical bills are really expensive. So I'll have a link in the description down below if you can help out in any way. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video.